Yo, what's good, people? It's your boy Killer Beezy, and today we are back with another video. Well, we're back. We're back. I can't say the reason why I say we're back with another video is because I've recorded like 3 or 4 videos within the past like 4 or 5 days, and I just haven't put any of them up on the channel because I looking back at them, I just feel like they're pointless. There's me waffling, even though some of you will argue that I waffle in all my videos, but yeah, blah blah blah, whatever. But yeah, so I haven't uploaded any of them, but with what's been going on with Alliance War and the season ending early, I wanted to do a video talking about it and, you know, just expressing my opinion and stuff like that. And I felt like, you know, that was a lot better to, like, you know, do a video on, rather than me just being like, hey guys, I'm back. And I'm just gonna waffle to try and stretch the video out to make it as long as possible. So anyway, without further ado, I'm just gonna head over to in-game so you guys can see you know, like my alliance and stuff like that. So the alliance I'm in right now, big shout out to HAL 3. Now HAL 3 is an alliance that I joined. When did I join these guys? I think it was shortly after I came back from New York Comic Con. I was gonna say shortly when I came back from Alliance War. Yeah, shortly when I came back from New York Comic Con. Now originally I left AGT because we ran map 6 there, and I didn't want the stress of, like, you know, like me traveling to New York and trying to get some kind of Wi-Fi to move an AQ and holding the team up. I didn't want to deal with all that stress. You know, I wanted to go New York, and if I couldn't log in for whatever reason, it's not a big deal. And so I stepped it down and was playing map 5 for a little bit, and I still am playing map 5. But when I got back from New York, I was in a map 5 alliance, but I believe we were like in silver for AW, and I wanted to be a lot more competitive in Alliance War. And then like 2 guys that I used to play with, like back in an alliance, I think we used to be called HOK, House of Knights, I believe it was. Originally, like that's like one of the first alliances where I met Yeet, man. And like, you know, 2 old school members that I used to play with there. One of the members is someone that I actually brought to the alliance with me, and another one is like an OG officer. He was an OG officer in there, man. I'm sure he was even the leader at one point. And they were chilling in this alliance, and I kind of thought, okay. Spoke to my boy, he was just like, yeah man, I'll put in a word for you, and I ended up joining these guys. Now unfortunately my friends are not here anymore. They've kind of moved on to a different alliance, but you know, the vibe seems pretty chilled. So like, you know, I've decided to kind of stick around with these guys and just see how it goes over the next few months and whatnot. But yeah, I'm quite happy with this alliance, and you guys are probably thinking, what the hell has this got to do with Alliance War, you know, and the season ended early? But I want to explain my alliance situation first before I then now go on to talk about Alliance War. Now, when I joined this alliance, you know, they were a platinum alliance, you know, at the low end of platinum, but regardless, like, you know, if you're an alliance that ranks platinum 4, you're a platinum alliance. Doesn't matter if you just got in there or whatnot. If you've ranked platinum in Alliance War seasons, you're a platinum alliance. Simple. Yeah, it doesn't matter how much of a close call it was or how much you just scraped, like getting out of gold 1 to enter platinum, you're a platinum alliance, right? So, you know, these guys are platinum. This is my first season with these guys, so I don't really know what their consistent performance is like, but you know, I've felt okay with the level that we've been playing at. Now, we didn't really have the greatest of starts to the season. I think we actually only lost 1 war, to be fair. So we were in platinum 4 for a while until recently. You know, we've gone on a bit of a winning streak and whatnot, and we entered platinum 3. So, you know, obviously with all this going on in Alliance War, and obviously the season ending early now, it looks like we're gonna be around the platinum 4 mark now. Now, I know a lot of alliances have probably experienced this, and a lot of alliances are like, oh, like, you know, if the season didn't end early, then, like, you know, oh, we would have ranked like this much higher, or this extra rank higher. But, you know, at the end of the day, looking at the overall situation, me personally, I think Kabam like made the best decision. I don't think there was ever a way that they could deal with this situation, making everybody happy. It was never going to happen. It was never going to work. You know, there was always going to be a few alliances, not just 1 or 2. There's always going to be a percentage of people that weren't going to be happy with the outcome. But the fact that they've decided to kind of, like, you know, bring the season to a halt, stop it completely, and then distribute the same rewards, because they could have done anything. They could have stopped it and then said, oh, you know what, because we're stopping it and giving the rewards early, we're only going to give a fraction of the rewards for the ranks that you guys were in. But no, they've actually, you know, and one thing I always have to say, because I'm always kind of ready to criticize Kabam when they get things wrong, or they don't do things right, or that things are wrong with the game. But I also have to be prepared to give them a shout out when they do something right. And in this situation, they didn't have to still give us all full rewards for the calculation of whatever our rank is for the first 6 wars, I believe it was, that the calculation is going to be based on. And the fact that we're getting, like, you know, we're getting extra rewards. Yeah, don't get me wrong, a lot of us use boosts. I'm someone that still believes, like, you know, if you want your best chances of surviving in your war fights, that, you know, you boost up, you know, you take the necessary steps. It's not a requirement at the level that I'm playing at, but it's just something I personally like to do for myself. I don't like to go into fights and have that thing around me where I die and then I'm like, oh, if I boosted, I could have probably soloed that fight. Do you know what I mean? I don't like to do that. And, you know, you guys will obviously start seeing that kind of thing when I start recording my wars and doing wars again. But, you know, for now, like, you know, I feel like Kabam could have quite easily just said, you know what, we're going to stop the season early, and then, you know, because we didn't even do half of the season, we're going to give you half of the season rewards for the ranks that we've calculated for the first 6 wars. But no, like, they've kind of stopped it early. They stopped everyone from obviously using their resources and whatnot. For now, we get like an extra long kind of break until the next season, and on top of that, we still get the full rewards without having to finish off the war or whatnot, finish off the season, sorry. So, you know, for me personally, although I am a little bit gutted, I'm a tiny bit gutted. I'm a bit gutted within myself. I haven't voiced this to my alliance, but I am a bit gutted myself, because it's obviously, who wouldn't be? You know, if you're playing a game and you know you're grinding and you're working hard, with the expectation of, like, you know, you're on a roll, this is what it looks like you're gonna be rewarded. So you're kind of like aiming towards pushing for that, like Platinum 3. Or if you're a Platinum 4 Alliance, pushing for Platinum 3. If you're a Platinum 3 Alliance, you're pushing for Platinum 2, and so on and so on. So, you know, knowing that you're not going to get that it's a little bit disheartening, but it's not that much of a big deal. It's not a big deal. The reason why I say it's not a big deal is because if you're with a good team, if you got a good system in place, you know, you got a bunch of good officers, you got a good leader who have a very good structure for your alliance, and you're very well organized, and therefore, you know, you were doing really well. The chances of you going into the next season and hitting that same rank that you were heading towards for this season is high. You know, it's, as long as it's not just a fluke of, oh, you know, well, the officers didn't really know what we were doing, we were just swinging it, everyone was just choosing their own paths, and, you know, we just happened to be doing well and we was in Platinum 3. As long as it's not like that and it's very well organized, the chances of you guys getting this rank again is high. Yeah, so we have Alliance War seasons every month. Yeah, these rewards are going to be handed out every month. Yeah, it's not a big deal. That, at least this is what I'm trying to tell myself, and this is coming from somebody who tries to avoid spending on the game, who tries to grind and tries to, you know, obviously, like, use all my glory to do all my potions and stuff, using all my loyalty to buy all my boosts and stuff like that. This is coming from someone that is still boosting, that is still using resources, that will that instead of going into a fight with 50% health is still using potions to heal up to at least 80% health before I go into a fight. This is coming from someone that has lost out on resources, and, you know, to a certain extent feels like it's unfair, but, you know, at the end of the day, these things happen in games, man. If you guys play any other games, you will know that a lot of games have their issues, man. Like, do you know what I mean? I play FIFA, for crying out loud. Like, if you guys play FIFA 20, yeah, you guys know the stresses, man. Like, it is stressful, do you know what I mean? But all these things are just games, man. Do you know what I mean? So at the end of the day, big shout out to Kabam for addressing the issue the way they did. I know there was a few suggestions from a few people in the community who also suggested, like, you know, this is a plan. So I don't know whether Kabam kind of took this plan of action because of the suggestions within the community, or whether it's something that they had been thinking of doing, and then when they heard the voices within the community, it was just kind of like, you know what, let's just go with this plan. But again, You know, I think the way that this situation is being dealt with is a lot better than, you know, looking back at how like Kabam have dealt with certain situations before, and it's just been like gone from bad to worse. Do you know what I mean? So from that aspect, man, I'm quite happy with the way this has been dealt with, man. But anyway, guys, let me know you guys' thoughts in the comments below. Let me know if you guys agree, if you disagree. You know, and don't just say you disagree because you're gutted because your alliance was doing really well and you should have got this rewards, because ultimately, like, you know, obviously it's unfair to a lot of people that were gonna miss out due to issues that were out of their control, you know. So you gotta look at the bigger picture, you gotta think about everybody in this situation. So that's why I kind of say, you know what, they done the right thing, man. But anyway, thank you guys. It's been your boy Killer Beezy, man. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and I'll see you guys on the next video, man. Take care, guys. Peace.